The Reddit user also added that it was possible the charges against Chris Chan were dropped considering the immense trauma and potential harassment the jury would have to experience if the trial was to take place. What? You see Chris Chan's court case was dismissed. Is that real? I didn't look into it, but I couldn't imagine that being real. How would it just get dismissed? There was an overwhelming amount of evidence in that case. Right now there's only two sources. One of them is Moistcr1tikal, which I don't know if that's reputable, and the other one's Fandom Wire. Actually, nope, Fandom Wire is not reporting that. It's just Moistcr1tikal. No, Chris Chan out on bond happened a while ago. This new one is about charges being dropped. And I've only seen it on Twitter. Nothing else. Here, it all stems from a single Reddit post, apparently. Reddit user MemeDaddy69XXX took to r Chris Chan Sonichu Reddit forum and attached a legal document which showed Virginia court case information. In the same, it was revealed that during a pretrial hearing that took place on August 8th, it was confirmed that Chan's case will be dismissed. Ooh. Hold on. Is that going to be like toss or something? Okay. Twitter user Undefined Gamer took to social networking site and noted that the 41-year-old will also not be registered as a sex offender. So all of this is from Redditors and Twitter users. But they do have this, which, I mean, I imagine you can fake, but it feels like that'd be a weird thing to bother with. The prosecutor/state of Virginia drops the charges on the condition that Chris be institutionalized to a certain degree and be kept away from Barbara. The Reddit user also added that it was possible the charges against Chris Chan were dropped considering the immense trauma and potential harassment the jury would have to experience if the trial was to take place. What? What? There's no way that's a real thing. Now, this case has to be dropped because the jury is going to experience trauma. You mean in like every case ever? With murder, rapists, pedophiles and shit? This is so fucking fake. There's no way. That is absolutely not a real thing. So yeah, that makes sense why there's only one outlet reporting on this. I don't believe it, but I guess we'll see. I thought it meant that the internet would harass the jurors. But even then, that's not a real thing. Because you could make that same argument for every case with a public figure. It wouldn't work. This is 100% just a fucking meme. So, I'll keep my eye on it, but it doesn't seem real. This seems all baloney. Have you seen the GeoGuessr World Cup? No. I didn't know that was going on. Judge saw the Chris Chan documentary. I wonder if they're actually going to go through all of the internet archives for the case. They probably have to, right? Because it could be pertinent. They'd probably need to scrub through all of that. That'll be a wild rabbit hole for them. That's a feature-length film. No, that's much more than a feature-length film. The Chris Chan archives probably total in excess of like 50, 60 hours worth, I would say. There's an entire series that's on like part 67 or something. Yep, played Armored Core 6 last night. We got like 3 hours in, killed the first boss. It was fun. I've been enjoying it. It's on part 78. Jesus. Thanks for your sub, Cat and Woody. You playing it tonight? I might play it again tonight, we'll see. I do have some plans later on this evening, so it depends on how late those go. But if not tonight, then probably tomorrow. If you look at the case number online, you can see it on the Virginia Judiciary website. Okay, I'll do that then. Hold on, let me see it. So, what? It is here. It has no indication on why it was dismissed, though. But yeah, here. This is on the... Assuming this is the correct place, I'm assuming this is right, the Virginia Judiciary. I'm pretty sure this is right. It does say that it's dismissed. The most recent on the 8th. But it doesn't say why or anything. Or if it means the entire case is thrown out, maybe a component? That doesn't make any sense. So the speculation that it's because jurors would be traumatized, I think, is an absolute load of barnacles. Appreciate that, Blood, and thanks to the resub Devil and Hex. Maybe it's the institutionalized claim? I don't know. The can opener bridge? Yeah, see, 11'8" bridge, right? Because I don't know how they just dismiss a felony out of nowhere without anything else coming out. It's been 2 weeks. So I feel like there'd be more info on it. Right? Weird that they put incest with own child. That is a weird thing to say. Because it was the opposite. Own child raped the mom. Apparently there was no other way to label it in their system. So then, but then what does it mean? Like, is the case fully dismissed? Like, they're no longer going to charge Chris Chan with anything, or what? It's so they can refile. We're all just guessing. I can say with a high level of confidence, this theory is not accurate, though. They were dropped because of immense trauma and harassment the jury would have experienced. Jurors are not publicly facing, and they would not just cancel a case because they could get harassed. That would legitimately rule out ever getting a celebrity thrown in jail. Because no jury would be able to take it because they'd get harassed. Like, that's nothing. That's completely wrong. This is absolutely not true. But it does seem like it is dismissed for something. Thanks to Prime Raz.